What's up, friends? This is literally my favorite time of the year where all the planner review videos are happening, and y'all, I'm so excited to share my favorite and my personal, I think it's the best planner ever. The new 2021 Makselife Planners, y'all. I have both the horizontal and the vertical to share with you, along with all 4 covers and the sticker book and some more details about products that are going to be coming out at the end of the year. So you don't want to miss this video, so let's get to it. Hi, my name is Darian and welcome to DarianPlans. On this channel, I share some of my favorite planning and organizational tools, tricks, and tips. I share some encouragement and videos just like this to help us organize our life and our hearts too. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing. Okay, you guys, I am so excited to share with you the 2021 Makselife goal setting and weekly planners. Y'all, I love this planner so much. I mean, you probably already know that, but I'm just really excited. I have both layouts to share with you, and then in another video, I'm actually going to share how I'm going to probably combine the 2 layouts. But I have all the covers and the stickers to show you. But let's just talk about the boxes real quick. There you get a keepsake box with each planner that you order, and these are a little bit different than last year's box. Like these boxes, I don't know if you can tell, but these diagonals are a lot thinner. They used to be like a little bit thicker in last year's box, but that's just a small thing. And then you get the little gold embossing on each box. So let's take these planners out of their box and let's talk about the covers, y'all, because there are 4 cover choices. Okay, and here's the thing, I'll be honest, I knew about these cover choices, but it's another thing to actually have these planners and all the things in your hand and to actually feel it. A lot of stuff that I knew about was just digital and seeing the layouts, but it's just so cool to have it in your hands. Okay, so these 2 covers, okay, clearly I'm really excited. Okay, so these 2 covers, this is the rainbow striped, and then this is the pinstripe. This is the blue pinstripe cover, and each planner comes with this, with the elastic band in the back. But this year, there's actually interchangeable covers, y'all. So there's these 2 covers to choose from, and then these are the other 2 covers, okay? So real quick, let me tell you about the covers that are a part of the artist series. This is the Hold Onto Your Vision cover. This is actually my first choice cover, and I love it so much. And this is actually by Toby Brown. She's on Instagram at Call Me Tobes, and y'all, I just adore her. She's so sassy, she's so fun, and she is using her voice, and I love her so much. And so I'm so excited that she was a part of the Makselife Artist Series this year. And then the other one is from Jess Parks, and she, I believe, is Jessie Park on Instagram, I believe. And then this is her watercolor floral, and I love watercolors so much, but then you add some gold foil on it, and I'm obsessed. So these were my favorite. I love that Sierra does an artist series because you just get to, it's just super cool and super creative. So those are 2 of the covers, and then these were the 2 covers that were a part of the in-house design, and the blue pinstripe and the rainbow stripe. I'm gonna be honest, when I first seen this, I was like, I'm not gonna like it. But when I got it in person, I was like, ooh, it's actually really cute. It doesn't feel linen, but it looks linen. And so the reason why I just like this rainbow stripe, and I really want to get an monogram of my initials and to stick it on the middle and go feel all prepster-y. And so that's why I really like that. But I also like the simplicity of the pinstripe. So it's honestly just going to depend on whatever mood that I'm in. But y'all, I want you right now, comment and let me know which cover is your favorite. Yeah, let me know what cover choice you are thinking about getting and which one just kind of speaks to your planner loving heart, y'all. So like I said, I think this one's my ultimate favorite. I just it's not even funny how much I really love this one. And then look, I the little heart. Okay, so those are the cover choices. I'm debating, you know what, let's just go into the sticker book. I mean, let's just talk about all the fun things. So this year, the accessories are pretty much the same as they were last year, except for there's a sticker book, and we're still offering the bookmarks, and the bookmarks are $15. And then there is this beautiful sticker book. So let's just talk about the sticker book. I'm actually gonna move these planners out the way. We just gonna talk about the accessories real quick. And so on launch day, you can add the bookmarks will be available and the sticker book will be available. Okay, so this is a 15-page sticker book, and it includes flags, banners, icon boxes, bullets, and hearts. And y'all, and this has like this, again, it looks linen, but it doesn't feel like linen, if that makes sense. Okay, so you have a sheet of dots, and these are the pastel. So you're gonna see pastel colors, and then you're gonna see the bold colors. I really like the bold colors. And then pastel hearts. So these ones are hearts. Let me pull one up so you can see what it might look like. So that's a heart. I don't know if you, let's get that into focus. Okay, why is my heart all backwards? Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it and put it on here. So that's what the heart would look like. Come on, focus. There we go. So yeah, so that's what the hearts look like. And then you get a whole sheet of those in pastel, and then a whole sheet in the bold. And then there's these really cute flags. Really, really cute. And then these flags, the only difference is that this one has like a different cut than this. So I'm gonna pull them off so you can kind of see the cuts and how they're like cut a little bit different. So this is what this one looks like, and then this is what the side ones look like. So that's how they're a little bit different, but you have both options. Okay, and then when you, now we have same thing as this, but these ones were, so you kind of get all, you're gonna get all 4 colors of these. So now the yellow, red, and blue and green one are on this one, and again, same kind of format. So those are the stickers, and then these are the diagonals. So I can already tell you one big change is that the diagonals are out of the planners this year. So if you missed that, you can add some diagonals back to your planner with these stickers, y'all. So those are super cute. I feel like some people can write on these, but I have really big handwriting, so I'm more so going to use these as a marker to highlight something. Especially, I'm mostly going to use these a lot with my weekly goals, my weekly actions, and my monthly goals and stuff. And then you have a whole nother page of them. And then, I almost missed a page. I missed a page. So more diagonals. And then, again, that same kind of flag on the side, but now you get a really big, like, it's like a page flag. Not a page flag, like a page badge. A badge. I can't talk. And then I really like this quarter box sticker. Like, this is probably my favorite sticker out of all. I really like these. I think they're so cute. So those are also included as well. So you get a page of those, and then you get another page. And look at this white heart. I love the white heart. I think it's so cute. And then you have a whole bunch of mini flags. Okay, so all of these are like really mini flags. I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna pull one up. This is how y'all know I love y'all. I'm like pulling my stickers and letting you see them. Yes. Okay, so those are really tiny, and these fit within the lines of the Makselife. So at the end, after I get done showing you the planners, we can let's play around and let's see what these look like in the lines, okay? So then you have a whole pastel sheet, and then you have the whole bold sheet. And so the sticker books are $20, and they're also perforated, so you can like easily rip it out and stick it in the back of your planner. And then you have the flags, and these are a little bit bigger than the mini ones. Those are what those look like, yeah? And so you have a whole pastel sheet of those, and then you have a whole bold sheet of those same kind of mini flags. And then you have the scallops. Now, some people love the scallops, and I'll be straight up with y'all. The scallops are probably the one thing that I'm over. I don't really care for these scallops. I don't know why. I'm just not a scallopy person. I don't know. But I probably will still use these to mark goal stuff when I'm like brain dumping. And mind mapping, I will probably most likely use these a lot too. So that is the sticker book. Okay, so there's the sticker book that we talked about, and I talked about the covers, and the covers are $10. Yeah, so you can buy interchangeable covers, and there's a whole video, and I'll even do a video after this when I frank and plan my planner showing you the correct way to change your covers on your Makselife planner. Okay, you guys, so let's talk about these planners. Okay, which one should we go into first? We're definitely going to dive deep into both of them, but I'm trying to think. Any, mini, money, to talk about. Okay, we're going to go with that one. That was very inefficient way to do it. Okay, so this is, I believe this is the vertical. Yeah, this is the vertical in the pinstripe cover. And y'all, I am obsessed. So the planner size itself is actually 7 by 9 inches, which is pretty standard for like planners. Like it's like the same size as like a life planner, the plum paper, like a day designer. It's around that same size dimension, okay? And it is from January 2021 through December 2021. So this is a full calendar year planner. And as always, it is a weekly planner and a goal planner in one, which is why, y'all, it is so thick. There is literally 326 pages of goodness in this planner, y'all. You heard that right. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. This is the wire O binding, but y'all, I honestly love this because it's so easy to unbind this and for me to add stuff and take out stuff and make it my own, and I personally love it. This is the wire O, and it's really sturdy, and it's coated in like this bronze color. So that's the coil, and then in the back, all the backs have the signature Makselife sign. So look at that. I just love a nice foil. Okay, I talk too much, my bad. Okay, so you open it and you have your cover page where you put your name, your phone number, and your email. And I love that it says the power in these pages belong to. This was also in last year's page. You know what? Let me zoom in just a tad bit for us. Okay. So one thing you should notice is that on this side, it's still the same like inside as the other covers, except for this one's more laminated. The old planners, it was like a paper texture and it wasn't as like laminated. Like you can see the shine off of like the camera almost. So this is laminated. Okay. Also, so you opened it and then just the information about Makselife and the hashtags so we can find you. And then you have a letter to you from Sierra and why she chose the name Makselife. And then you have 21 pages of like what we would call like goal prep. And so usually it's just, honestly, it's just telling you how to get started. And it just kind of tells you like what you can expect from the planner system. And literally when the Makselife planner, like how it works, it's like you have a compass assessment and then you set your intentions based off the results of that compass assessment. You set your goals, you make a vision, then you get right into like setting your monthly goals and your weekly actions, and then you have monthly reflections and quarterly review. It's such a simple and streamlined system, which I think is why everybody loves Makselife. And it's personally why I love it so much. Okay, so you have the compass assessment. It tells you a little bit about it, how to get started. And so you do your assessment scoring. So you take this and then you take the numbers. So you add up all the numbers. You do a 1 through 10 on each of these questions. And then you you do your average, you know, the math. And then you go mark your number on here. And so that kind of just gives you a simple way of seeing where you are at in these different areas. The 8 areas that the Makselife does focus on is personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial and physical environment. So you have all the bases covered, y'all. Okay. My only thing that I wish the assessment scoring was before this. So I feel like I should do this and then I should flip over and then score myself, but that's okay. The next thing is you're then, based off that, you're going to set your intentions, and literally this is probably one of my favorite pages that I feel like I need to continue to make sure I'm hitting up each month. But it just says, you know, what could I use more in my life this year? What could I use less in my life in this year? What characters would I like to nourish? 3 habits I want to develop this year. This year I will be more this. I will do less this. I will give myself grace for this. I will let go of this. I will embrace this. and then you come together and you pick a word. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It doesn't overcomplicate goal setting. And then it's like, okay, so now you know what your intentions are. Let's set some goals based off of these intentions. And so it talks about how you can commit to a goal, how, like, the process of reviewing your goals and removing your goals. Because let's be honest, throughout the year, our goals are going to change. And so what do we do when we need to reevaluate something? And I think the Makselife system does such a great job of helping you navigate goal setting in that way. So then it talks about how you would write a goal versus like clean my garage this weekend versus get rid of clutter. There's like something being more specific, saying when you're going to do it. And I just love that. She talks about, you know, write approach goals versus avoidance goals, like reframing them and making them positive, and how goals must be measurable and specific. I love that as well too. So awesome. And then this is a new page in the Makselife system, and it's a little, honestly, the whole prep work is a little bit more spread out, and I can totally, you know, show you the old Makselife planner at the end, and kind of compare the two a little bit. But this is a whole new page, and it talks about the 3 types of goals that you should consider setting: your stretch goals, your progress goals, and your maintenance goals. These are like the big dreams, and how we should only set about 1 to like 3 of these each year. Your progress goals, and then your maintenance goals. And so I love this. It just makes goal setting so simple. And okay. And then it talks about your annual goals, your monthly goals, and your weekly actions. Again, there's a lot more pops of color in this year's planner than there were last year. Last year, like, it didn't have these pops of color in it. And I like it because you're able to really see and figure out, how do I break these goals down? I know for the longest, I struggled with how to set annual goals. Like, I struggled. But then there was this step, like, eventually I got it. And as soon as I started going through these steps, it really helped me. Another new component in this prep work section specifically is the weekly reflection questions. And honestly, this is what's at the end of each month. And so she just said, if you want to start doing that each week on your weekly reflection page, because honestly, you get about 52 pages to reflect in between each week, y'all. So I love that. I have started doing this now in my Makselife, and y'all, it is a game changer. Okay, another new page is this page right here, and it's kind of just letting you know the things to consider in each one of those areas. So if you're just kind of like, well, what does it look like? Like, what kind of goals should I maybe be setting in personal? And it kind of gives you like a list of different things to consider in each area. I think this was a genius idea. And then it's just like you can use this space to mind map. And this is dot grid, y'all. It's dot grid. Can you see that? Look at that dot grid. Let me see if I can focus a little bit better. Yes, look at that dot grid. Yes, yes, yes. And as you can see, these diagonals are still here. I don't really care for the diagonals, but listen, we got them off the weekly spread, so that's all that matters in my heart, y'all. But they're still there for my people who love them. And then you set your annual goals, and then more annual goals. So you can set annual goals in each area. And another big difference is that there is a focus in each like goal area. So you can kind of set, like, you know, like your focus might be like, I want to I want to be debt free. So that's my focus. And then my goals are like, okay, well, if I want to be debt free, that means I want to pay off maybe this credit card, and then I want to save for this, or like whatever. Then you can set like your goals based off of what you're trying to achieve. So I really like the focus that was added to the annual goals, and it's also added to the monthly goals. Okay, so then you have your vision board. So after that, you have your goal setting quick tips. And y'all, can I be honest for a second? Listen, if you're like me and you're like, that's a lot of prep work, I'm not trying to read all that, like, I just want to dive right in. If you're like that, this is what I recommend. Take your assessment, read these goal setting quick tips, and then just get started. Like, if there's one page that I'm like, you need to read, like, I'm going to say, just do your assessment and do the goal setting quick tips, because the way this planner is set up, you can easily just dive right into the goal setting. Like, the way the planner is built between the yearly goals, the monthly goals, the weekly actions, just because it's so integrated, you're going to be fine. Okay, so now this is new. So there are colors onto the, like, the tabs of each month, the cover pages. So there's like this one says be curious, get messy, make mistakes, embrace imperfections, choose courage. This is February. I'm just going to flip through them real quick, and they're the same in both the vertical and horizontal. This is March. April doesn't have one because that's going to be time for your quarterly compass assessment. And then there's May. And then there's June. I love this one. I think it's because maybe because I like rainbow, but I don't have to have rainbow, but I just like this. I like the light blue, the dark blue, and the yellow. Love that. Okay. Then July, time for another quarterly compass assessment, so you're not going to get that there. Then there's August. September. Oh, this is so cute. And then there's October, where it's the quarterly compass assessment again. So you're going to do this March, July, October, and at the end of the year. Because you're always going to like have this, you're constantly going to be reevaluating your goals in each one of these areas. And then here's November. Come on, gratefulness. Grateful for where I am, excited for where I'm going. Yes, yes, yes. And then December, good things are coming. And then it'll be time for the 2022 planners. I don't want to think about that just yet. Darian, let's get through 2020, okay? And then you have your quarterly compass again. Now, one thing I will point out, again, I'm a little bit all over the place, but that's just how I am. And if y'all have been following me for a while, you know that's how I get. With the quarterly compass, each check-in, you have this, but you, however, do not have the assessment within each quarter. So one thing I recommend is, honestly, you can just come back and just write your numbers next to this, and you can use a different color for a different quarter. Or honestly, this is also a printable on the website, so you can print it off, print it at like maybe 80% or even 70%, and take some washi tape and stick it on that quarterly compass assessment, because that's exactly what I did last year, and it worked fine for me. Also, the font is a lot different in this year's planner than it is in last year's planner. It's a little bit more easier to read. Okay, and if you're kind of like, Darian, I have no idea what you're talking about, let me just show you. Let me show you. Okay, so I have my planner from last year. I probably should have had it next to me, but you know. Okay, so for example, let's look at this page, because my other pages are pretty personal. You see just how like it's a little bit more bolder, and then you see the little pops of color, and like, so it just leaps off a little bit, and it's a lot more like smoother, and this is just like very, I don't know, it's less like textbooky font in my opinion. Even the tabs are a little bit different. So these are like the tabs from last year, and so I split my planner in half because I like to combine the layouts. But you can even see just how the tabs are different, and like so like that's the font. I don't know if you can tell. Let me focus. So yeah, you can see just even how like those subtle differences, like the small things. Like Sierra, y'all, she's so detailed and like gets down. There's not something that she does not miss. Like she catches every single last thing. Okay, so let's jump into the layout changes. So this is the monthly layout, and the little date dots used to be center, and they would drive me crazy. So now they're off to the side, and that is one change to the monthly layout. And again, it's a lot more bolder. It was not like this. Let me show you January. So you can see just like even those subtle small changes, it has a little bit more color, a little bit more bolder. Yeah, so that is that. I cannot wait to start using this planner. And then you have next month's month at the bottom of your note pages. And then you flip into it, and now you have your monthly goals. And then you have your monthly focus as well. And then there's like all these little quotes. I'm such a quote person, so I like that. And then, you guys, here is a huge change. Dot grid. Listen, I love dot grid. So, and here, so, can you tell? So, this is your notes and reflection. No longer do you have the notes and reflections label, but you still have the the little tips, and Sierra intentionally placed these throughout the planner at certain times of the year. So they're dot grids, and I just love using this for like creative journaling. So the fact that it's dot grid just made my heart so much happier. And if you're like, well, what did last year's look like? Let me show you. Yeah, so those are the difference. So now that's dot grid, and you know, and I would always white this part out anyway, so it's just nice to kind of like have that blank slate, in my opinion. I'm going to try to talk a little bit, not faster, but speed this video up because I like to talk a lot, but I just want to make sure y'all know everything. And so another thing, this is your weekly actions. Now this is my favorite page of the Makselife system, and I honestly feel like this is the thing that makes the Makselife so great, among other things, but it's that each week you come and you set your goals. And so this is exactly what this page is for. You set your annual goal in this area, you set your monthly goal, and then you start breaking it out. Like, what does that look like for me to show up for myself in this particular area of my life this week in this area? And I just love it. People, sometimes it may look like a to-do list, but that is okay. And so the new thing is you have the weeks. And now listen, when I first seen this, I was like, why does it say week 53? It's because we're technically still in 2020. So it's still week 53. But then you'll see that it says week 1 once we are in the first full week of January. Okay, so this is the new vertical layout. It's so pretty. I love that the Makselife has lines in their vertical layout. And then you have this little tiny box up here, and then you have the box down here. This used to be a gray box, and it used to have those gray diagonal lines that I could not stand. So those diagonal lines are gone, y'all. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah. And then at the top, you can see how the dates are just a little bit more different, and it's a little bit more like blocked together. It honestly, I like this so much better. Last year you can kind of see how like it was like this like symbol and then the date on top of it, and that little gray part would get on my nerves, especially in the horizontal. So now you actually have the full day written out, and you see how like a little bit more bold and saturated the colors are. And again, that diagonal line is gone. They gone, y'all. They gone. Okay, can you tell I'm really excited about that? And then you have your sidebar right here, and then you have your habit tracker right here. Now, this is honestly a big difference from other standard planners, because most of the time your sidebar would be on the left side of the left side versus the right side. But I like that it's on the side because my whole weekend is just right here. And I personally like that, but your sidebar isn't as full because you have a full-blown habit tracker as well. And so now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 habits that you can track. It used to only be 5 or 6. Let's see. Like, you see how like many more habits you can add to that? So it used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so now it's 7. I ain't gonna probably write 7 habits down, but for y'all who do that, go ahead with your bad self. Okay, so that's the habit tracker in the sidebar, and then it just repeats, you guys. And then you have your dot grid, your weekly actions, your weekly spread. And so then it just repeats, and that happens, you know, throughout all of your pages. But one more thing before I forget, and then at the end of each month, you have your monthly reflection. And these are the questions that you ask yourself at the end of each month. And then this is also written at the front in the prep work of how you would do it each week. So if you wanted to do something like this, you can use your blank pages right here and just reflect at the end of each week. It's such a powerful thing, like such a powerful thing. It says my biggest wins were things that are currently working in my life, things that are not currently working in my life. What I learned this month, what improvements or adjustments do I need to make going into next month? What am I most grateful for? And I also write who am I most grateful for as well. Habits I want to nurture next month, and then I give myself a number of how that month went. So really like that. Again, it's so intentional, like so intentional. Like this is what happens when a life planner and a planner girl like meet. Like you get Sierra and this amazing, amazing, amazing planner. Okay, so all of that is the same. Oh, she has a Maya Angelou quote. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. I'm going to ask her, did you do that just for me? Did you put Maya Angelou in this planner just for me? Because she knows that I am obsessed with Maya Angelou. In fact, fun fact, before I started working with Sierra, she had sent me this quote by Maya Angelou and was like, hey, I know how much you love her. I seen this quote and I thought of you. And I wrote it in the front of my planner. I'm just going to share it real quick. But the quote was, the desire to reach for the stars is ambitious. The desire to reach hearts is wise. And so she sent that to me because she's just such a thoughtful person. And so she put a quote by Maya Angelou, and that just makes me so happy. Okay, I'm having a whole moment. I had no idea she put her in here. That just makes my heart so happy. Okay, I can't even focus. Okay, so now you have your extras tab right here. Can you tell? Sorry. Okay, so you have your extra tab. And then you get, this is pretty much the notes in the calendar page, okay? So you get a yearly overview of 2021 and 2022. Love that. I love that these now have colors and now there are lines at the bottom. And it just says important dates, and so you can actually write on them. I love that idea. However, I'm going to let you know what I wish these pages, either we got rid of 2022 and we spread out 2021 over a course of 2 books, and then we have lines underneath each one so we have more space to write future planning. Because there's only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 8 spaces to write down in, and I don't write small, so I want more lines. So I wish we could like break these out into 2 separate pages and have lines, even more lines, either they're all underneath it all or they're underneath each calendar. But again, it's still the same color scheme, and these colors I think actually match whatever the color is for that month. So February is that teal color, so it's teal here. I love that. Okay, so then you have that, and then y'all, you have 13 pages of just note pages. How beautiful is that? So it's just note pages, and I love that. I found myself honestly not needing them because I had so much note space in between each week, but I would come back here and flesh out goals. Like I would just flesh out different ideas that I had within each goal system. So it was nice to have that, but there's 13 pages. I'm not even lying. I'll count it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then it's this beautiful pocket. And this pocket is nice and smooth and just dreamy. Who says that? Okay. And so you have the diagonal line. See, we still have little pops of diagonal throughout this planner. And then there's this pocket, and it says dare to dream, learn to grow, celebrate progress. And then it says Makselife. And these are things that we say all the time. And then it says do it imperfectly, give yourself grace, and trust the process. And now this is laminated, and it's not like that paper pocket that we had last year. So I really like that. And then one of my favorite things that is being added is this sticker sheet. I am obsessed with this sticker sheet. I feel like we just need to be I just want to be able to order this sticker sheet, like, and order more of them because I feel like I'm gonna run out. But you have the dots, and then you have these little scallops, and they say stretch goals. Now listen, this is a scallop that I actually like. Like, I like this scallop. And then there's like these little cute little Makselife sayings. Like my favorite one that says is like stay curious. Like I love that. I love that. And then there's like this one long banner sticker. And so I think I'm going to use this in the sticker book for my goals because again, they match all the categories. So, but you can also use them throughout your week. So you get that page of stickers, and then you have this pocket in the back, and it's a really durable pocket. And in fact, if I tip it like this, you can actually see how this right here is like this canvas. You can even hear it, but it's like this canvas coating, and so it's a really nice pocket. Okay. And so, just like again, if you're curious about how to take off your planner covers, honestly, you would, there's a video out there, but it's really simple and it's really easy. you just take these two off and you put the new one back on. Yeah, so it's really, really simple. And again, I'll have a video coming how to do that and how I plan on planning this bad boy. Okay, let's talk about the horizontal real quick. Okay, so here's the horizontal, and I just want to go over the horizontal changes. Everything's the same, the prep work, the in-between. But like I said, I use both layouts. So I feel like this horizontal just makes my heart a little bit happier. The one thing that I don't know if I was sad about, but just kind of like, oh, how that's gonna work, is that there's a little bit less space up here. And I used to put washi up here for so long and would be mad because it wouldn't fit like a full strip of washi without me like going over Monday and going over Friday. But I don't mind because now it fits the perfect like skinny washi really, really well, which I love. But I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this little section right here. I love what she did with the dates. I just like it. I like it so much. And I like that those diagonal lines are gone. And then she moved the little heart over to this side so it wouldn't take up like planning space. And so usually when I use the horizontal layout, I put my schedule in the boxes and then I split these boxes in half and I write my work stuff and then I work my personal stuff. If you are unsure of like which layout is best for you, I did a video with some friends who are also Makselife users, and we kind of talked about how we use the different layouts and what you should consider if you're interested. When it comes to horizontal, I find that if you're a lister and you write, like if you like writing out to-dos and stuff, I feel like you're gonna like the horizontal, but that's just my personal preference. And if you're a vertical person, you seem to like your schedule. You like to play like to schedule out stuff, whether that's time or chronologically. However, you like to like schedule. And I don't know, that's just like what I've been learning about myself with using the two layouts. But yeah, if you're unsure, I recommend going to the website, printing off the printables and playing around with the different layouts and seeing how you like it. If you like stickers, play around with it and see like which one works best for you. And again, so first off, I really like this orange. The colors are just a little bit more vibrant this year and I really like that. And so you also right here with your habit tracker also have 7. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last year, I think the horizontal had more than the vertical, and now this year they all have the same amount of habits. So you don't have to worry about that. But y'all, that is pretty much it, and everything else is the same in the horizontal. It's just a different layout. And so I cannot wait to show you how I'm going to break these bad boys apart and split them up. So stay tuned for that video. Y'all, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment below letting me know if you will be buying your 2021 Makselife planner and which cover is your absolute favorite. Our covers, because you can buy multiple this year. All right, you guys, I'll catch you around, and remember to keep planning. Bye.